Hey, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Tropical NHL back at it again for a brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about Brendan Gallagher and a possible buyout of his contract coming from the Montreal Canadiens. Is it possible that the story of love between Gallagher and the Canadiens could be over this summer? We're going to talk about this and I'm going to give you guys my opinion on this. Before getting into that, I invite you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get the 5K subscribers before the summer. 70% of people watching the videos are not subscribed. So if you could subscribe and help me out gaining my objective, in exchange, I'm going to give you guys 2 Habs video daily on the channel. So yeah, subscribe and turn on post notification. That would be amazing. Let's try and get 100 likes on this video for Brendan Gallagher, because I'm supporting Brendan Gallagher, man. No buyouts for him. I know a lot of people have suggested that. I mean, on TV, a lot of people said the Habs should buy out Gallagher. On Twitter, people have been saying that. I know he's one of the fan favorites, so a lot of people want him to stay. But could it be a possibility that Kent Hughes and the Montreal Canadiens organization might take a look at buying out Gallagher's contract? For me personally, no. I mean, yes, Brendan Gallagher have struggled over the last 2 seasons with injuries. He didn't get that big of points of goals. Like, he didn't get a lot of goals. He didn't get a lot of points. He performed really like so-so. Not too good, not too bad. He struggled a lot. Sometimes it looks painful when you're watching him on the ice. But is it a reason to buy him out? I mean, yes, he has one of the most expensive contracts on the team. $6.5 million still for 5 years of Brendan Gallagher. I mean, in 5 years, he's probably not going to be playing anymore. He's probably going to be on the injury reserve, the long-term injury reserve. So yes, is it a possibility? Personally, I think that it's not the best of ideas. I feel like Gallagher is a really important piece of that locker room. Some players would probably be pissed out if the Habs bought out his contract. I mean, it's kind of some, like, it's hard. Like, it's hard when you buy out a player's contract. It's just like, all right, we don't want you anymore. You don't even get nothing out of it. You just clear out cap space. And can you imagine, just like players, like how much Gallagher is respected in that locker room? Just players just like, all right. So that guy did everything for that organization. He sacrificed his body. He did all of that. And then boom, they just buy him out. If I'm a player for the Canadiens and I see something like that, I'm just like, all right. They don't even respect Gallagher. So how would they even respect me? Is it all worth it? Should I stay here? Blah, 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 blah. So personally, I don't think it's a good option for the Habs to buy up Gallagher. Like, he is an important piece of that locker room. Yes, he's been struggling with injuries, did not get that big of amount of points and goals, but like, I mean, he still has some potential to do good. Like, you saw it at the end of the season when he came back and he was finally healthy. He scored some goals. Like, he is still capable of scoring some goals. He scored goals at a decent pace, and he still got 8 goals, like, in 37 games. That's almost a 20-goal season. Like, if he was healthy, I'm sure he's still capable of getting 20 to 30 goals. If he plays an entire season healthy, I still think that this guy is capable of scoring 20 to 30 goals. Like, he is. Yes, he's overpaid, but I would keep him. Like, honestly, he's important for that rebuild. He's an important piece of the Canadiens. And if he is finally able to remain healthy, he's capable of scoring 20 to 30. So having a guy like him on the 3rd or 4th line playing on the power play would be something I would do if I was the Canadiens. He's not the first one I'd buy out. The first guy I would buy out if I was the Canadiens would be Joel Armia. Joel Armia doesn't give a crap. He's just there. He plays 1 or 2 good games out of 25. He scores a couple of goals here and there. And the rest of it, he's a simple ghost. He does absolutely nothing on the ice. Sometimes we even forget he's on the team. I would buy out Joel Armia. He would be the first guy I would buy out if I was the Montreal Canadiens. Top of the list, Joel Armia. Right after, you have Mike Hoffman. Those are the 2 guys. If you're going to buy out a contract, it's either Armia or Hoffman. But I feel like Hoffman could get some decent value because of what he did in the past in the league, in the NHL, at the trade deadline next year. So the guy I would buy out if I was the Canadiens would be Joel Armia. He's useless on the team. Like, he doesn't seem like he cares that much. Matthew Perreault said that he's a bit lazy in the training. So yes, if I was the Habs, I wouldn't buy out Gallagher. I wouldn't buy out Hoffman. I would buy out Joel Armia. And I think that they will buy out a player this summer. I personally think they will buy out a player this summer. From what I heard, Mike Hoffman would be the player that get bought out, but I don't understand it. Joel Armia is clear. First, top of the list for the buyouts. Gallagher is not even in the top 3 for me. Like, you need to keep the guy. Like, he's still capable of playing hockey if he's healthy. Just look in 2020, 2021 before that playoff run. He got 14 goals in 35 games. Like, that's still a 30 goal season pace. Like, he's still capable of doing that. He got a lot of injuries in the playoff run when they went to the Stanley Cup final, and he struggled after that because he was always getting injured in the last 2 seasons. But I feel like if he's finally able to stay healthy, he's still capable of getting 20 to 30, at least 25. Like, on average, 25 is still obtainable for Gallagher, getting 40 to 50 points. I think he's still capable of doing that if he's healthy. So no buyouts for Gallagher. Maybe in the future, if he gets injured, you place him on LTIR. I feel like this could be a possibility. I think that he still hasn't a lot of time in the league. I mean, he's 31 now. I'm feeling old saying that. 31 years old, Brendan Gallagher. He's probably going to retire around 35. So for me personally, you keep him. You try and give him a cup maybe in 4 or 5 years. And if you're capable of trading him at some point, well, maybe you trade him away, but no buyouts. That would be straight disrespectful. And for the players in the locker room that respect Gallagher a lot, that have seen what Gallagher has done for this team, I think it would just kill off their mindset a little bit, and that wouldn't be a great thing. Like, I really genuinely think that wouldn't be a great thing. And I think that the guy that the Canadiens should buy out would be Joel Armia. So yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropical NHL. Have a nice rest of your day. Subscribe, leave a like, share, leave a comment, do anything as you want, and I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day, and bye-bye.